When the headlines say people died in Gaza, it breaks my heart because people didn't choose to die.
Perhaps, but they sure took the risk riding in a closed military zone. It's like playing with a bomb and then complaining when the bomb goes off.
People were killed, they were massacred at the hands of snipers.
Massacre? An innocent family butchered in their sleep in the safety of their home. That's a massacre.
The majority of the media coverage on what's happening in Palestine and Gaza is very problematic. It talks about two sides, but that's not actually the reality.
So reality has only one side, right? Let me guess. That would be yours?
People have a right to protest.
True, but there's protesting, and then there's rioting. Trying to break down the fence, kidnap a soldier, and enter a Jewish town, and the Israeli response will be accordingly.
Snipers that have killed over 50 people in one day.
5 people, you meant Hamas terrorists, right?
الجولة الأخيرة استشهد 62 شهيد.
People being killed by snipers, smoke in the air, people running away from violence.
If they're trying to run away from violence, I think they might be running in the wrong direction.
These are people who are demanding basic human rights.
I couldn't agree more. They deserve to have basic human rights. However, the authority to turn to in this matter would be the Hamas, chosen through so-called democratic elections and depriving the Gaza citizens of their basic rights ever since.
The right to move freely within their country and the right to return to their original homeland.
In other words, annihilating the Jewish state.
سنقتلع الحدود وسنقتلع قلوبهم. فلسطين عندنا كل فلسطين.
هلا إذا نشوفهم خلينا تنهر عليهم وتحرقهم حريق وتحرق إسرائيل الكلاب المسخين.
These innocent people remind me of darker stages in our history.
Share articles, share your thoughts about what's happening in Palestine. Don't be afraid and don't be silent.
Words to live by. Thank you, Linda. The truth should never be silenced. However, the truth is this. The Palestinians have aimed to bring down the Jewish state since May 14, 1948. We will not let that happen.
I guess that if you look around, you wouldn't imagine that you are just about 10 kilometers from Jerusalem. It looks like a great estate in Bordeaux, and yet we are near Jerusalem in Castel Winery, state-of-the-art winery and one of the leading wineries in Israel.
I had a plot next to the house, and one day I decided to plant it with vines. A really small plot. We made 2 barrels. And these 2 barrels made 600 bottles. With that small plot next to the house, historically will be the first plot in modern Israel planted in the Judean Hills. Out of that plot today, there are more than 300 hectares in the high mountains of Jerusalem. Our terroir is completely different from the Upper Galilee or the Golan. We are completely influenced by the sea. So really we have something special.
The Judean Hills is high elevation. We hear it about 700 meters above sea level. It's always windy and some of the clouds. It's very unique topography. We get wind from the west of the Mediterranean Sea. You can see here on a good day, you can see Tel Aviv. And elevations start to ascend very quickly until we get to this vineyard. And it just brings good winds. We're looking for cool places in Israel. This is one of them.
It's quite amazing that this vineyard is filled with fossils, reminiscent of the Tethys ocean that was here millions of years ago. And it brings a great minerality to the wine. Very unique subsoil of limestone. It's just, we think, not only good weather here, a good climate, but also very interesting soil that we see in the wine.
So down from the high mountains of Judea to the plains of Judea. We are now just facing one of the most famous valleys probably in the Bible, where King David and Goliath's story just took place. And here we are with Moni. Moni is a very interesting story. It's a story in the history of an Arab family who have created this domain, this winery, and surprisingly is producing a kosher wine. So we are here to find this very unique expression which combines Jews, Arabs together in the Holy Land with Samson, with David, with Goliath. So all the heroes are here.
Here the Shakib Artur, the owner of Moni Winery, my uncles, my grandfather, and my father.
We know the history, we know that we are sitting on a history, and it's really, really important for us. In our area you can find a lot of microclimate. You can find a small valley where it's really, really cold during the night, and the water goes just from the hills down, and you don't have a problem because of it, and you can get a really good quality. Well, you can find here in our area the situation that our few religions are working together. We have a Muslim here in the vineyards, the owner is Christian, and I'm also a winemaker, I'm Jewish. It's really a big family of Muslim, Jewish and Christian. We start to work with the new varieties like the Malbec, the Gewürztraminer, and a few other varieties that we are going to increase. And every year we are planting new vineyards because we are looking for the future.
So we are now in Yefiv Zion, or Zion Winery, and we have an honor to have 5th generation of the Shore family, starting back in 1848, right?
Yes.
How is it to be with such a long history?
Because I feel the wine is my life.
So 5th generation, you started in 1848 in Jerusalem.
In the old city.
The old city, near to the Kotel. And
near to the Kotel, yes.
So this absolutely continuity from 1848 all the way to 2016 of the same family producing wine.
That's right, yes.
How do you see the change?
The change is my grandfather don't make wine like I make wine. He make sweet wine.
So you had the imagination to leave the sweet wines to produce the first high quality dry wines.
That's right.
1848 is the 7th generation of the Shore family in the wine business. It was the first year where we starting to produce wine. And I am the 7th generation of the Shore family, and I just go to the history and open a winery with a lot of history. It's called 1848 Winery. The taste is totally changed like the world.
This area made wine for the temple for over 5,000 years. So really this is a historical wine region which had a rebirth now at the end of the 20th century.
Finally happening. We're setting the Guinness World Record for the world's largest Shabbat dinner ever. We're bringing together 2,000 people to celebrate a Shabbat meal in one place.
I think it's a fantastic event that Jay put together to bring people from all around the world together in one place to experience the holiness of Shabbat in whatever style, whatever fashion, in whatever way they feel is most appropriate.
We've got a Guinness judge, a Guinness adjudicator, who is flying in specially from London to be able to testify that indeed we are setting this world record.
It's a brand new record. It's a challenging record because we require at least a minimum of 1,000 people to attend. And there are certain guidelines that they will have to follow, certain rules, and that's what I will be checking. What amazes me is the first time ever in life that I've been in such a place where serving a catered meal, perfect meal for over 2,000 people in one place. Amazing. Well, you know, numbers are very important for Judaism. The Torah tells us exactly how many people left Egypt, how many people were killed in the book of Esther, how many mitzvahs we have. And so it's almost as if they anticipated that there would be a Guinness Book of Records. And so I want to be part. I wasn't part of the earlier events of Judaism. I want to be part of this record-breaking event. And then, next year, I want to be part of another event that breaks this record.
Tonight's event is for everyone, so we've got tons of families, we've got lots of lone soldiers, we've got lots of elderly people as well, so it's really going to be a cross-section of all Jews from all walks of life.
It's great being part of something bigger than yourself. Shabbat Shalom.